Hi there, hello, and welcome to the building stream. It's been a hot second since we've done one of these. I have been working on the room a little bit in the background with the very minimal free time that I have. So yeah, I've just kind of been slowly working on it, trying to get some stuff done. It's definitely nice to start to be able to see things starting to come together. But yeah, pretty much we're just doing this. We're just gonna have some fun. Got the music going on in the background. This is the music that we just had for the attempted 1,000 runs for golden trophies. For just reusing it. It's because golden streams are boring. You need something going on in the background. So yeah, we're doing that today. Like I said, we're just having fun. That's basically what we're doing. Gonna try and make some good progress. Gosh darn you, Baggy. I'm deleting your message. My message must be the one to stand. Baggy is currently one of our moderators for the Discord, and so he's taken up the role of posting the live streams and the videos in the uploads in the live stream channel inside the Discord. And so I went over to go post a live stream right as Baggy did it. Also, there's something weird about whenever you post it, Baggy, it's just like the thumbnail for it like gets squooshed, like it doesn't actually like properly crop it. So I don't know if you're sharing it from your phone and that's making it show up weird. I don't know. It's funky, but you know, it's fine. It's whatever. I literally don't care, but Alright, but welcome everyone that's joining for the building stream here today. Let me just go ahead and set this down. Alright, did I do the 1,000 runs? No, I got as far as 400, and then we quit it. Currently working on the video that recaps that entire kind of live stream chaos. But it's a lot of work because it's a lot of footage. So yeah, currently working on that. I'm hoping to get that out realistically in the next 3 weeks. Ideally in the next week and a half, but realistically probably 3 to 4 weeks. But yeah, that's just kind of what we're going on. It's kind of what we're happening, or what is happening with that. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to see that video in a little while. So for those who have not seen a building stream that we've done in the past about this room, all right, sounds good, Mr. Begga. You go have fun. So yeah, so those who have not seen one of the building streams that we've done here before, I am recreating the game Speedrunners inside of Rec Room. Speedrunners is a 2D platforming game where basically you and up to 3 other people compete to see who can survive the longest in a set map while trying to be as fast as possible, because the faster you are, the more likely you are to eliminate the other players. So that's kind of what the same thing is happening here. It's just because we're translating into 3D, into a 3D platformer, it's got a little bit of difference to it. But we've made some good progress. As you can see down this hallway, like things are fairly complete. We still have to add decorations. We still got to do the lighting. We still have to do all of the circuits, add in the coin system, the item system. We're still just building the base map. But I don't know, I'm very proud of what we've managed to accomplish and just kind of being able to see, like I was saying earlier, it's kind of nice to be able to see everything come together, so it's actually been really nice. Let me go ahead and flip over to POV. Right. So, I did close that. Alright. So basically, this is where you would spawn. Our place, don't mind the giant orange ramp, alright? We're getting to this. But basically all of the green walls are non-wall slidable, and then all of the black walls are wall slidable. And they've got a special texture to them, and then they're all outlined with the neon white. White can't really be neon, so it's just glowing white. And then you've got the coins, which will be an in-game currency system with a shop system, so that you can get like skins and outfits and whatnot that you can wear. Stuff that'll mostly just be inspired from the real game. But that's what that is. I am very adamant on it's going to be a no token exchange policy, so you will not be able to get that in-game currency by spending tokens. You will have to actually play the game. But we'll probably also do it, or you can pick up these coins in the levels, and then depending on your placement for each round, or your placement for each game, you'll then be able to get more tokens that way, because it's first to 3. So if you have 4 people playing, technically you can play 9 rounds if everybody gets 2 before somebody finally gets 3. but it's basically just first person to 3 wins, or 3 wins for the round, then wins the overall game, and then that's the game right there. And then you can restart and do it some more. So like I said, sorry, I need to actually finish my thoughts. Like I said, it's just kind of be as fast as possible and try and survive for as long as possible. There will be a giant red block that will be following the players. Because in Speedrunners, it's that the perimeter of the screen gets smaller and smaller, and it follows the person that's in front. And so that's why you want to be faster, because the faster you are, the closer to the knockout area, which is the screen closing in, basically. The closer you are to that, or when you do touch it, you get out. So we're going to bring that same thing to here, except I'm not going to have it follow the first player. I'm just going to have it start slow and build up speed as you go. So probably once you do probably like 2 full laps, we'll have to kind of work on the timing a little bit. But what we might do is once you do maybe 1.5 laps-ish, the block will then be faster than you are able to move. So in that way, it's basically just if you do manage to survive for that long without messing up, you then have to, it's just whoever has the most amount of lead on the block, that is going to be the one who wins. So that's why you want to be as fast as possible the entire time. Those little things, those are the item boxes. So there are items that you can get in the game. We're still kind of working out what those items are going to be, because some of them would be very difficult to implement over into Rec Room here. We're going to do some stuff where there's like boxes that you can place down, where if you run into them, you get slowed. We'll like speed boost, jump boost, stuff like that. These here are then the spikes, more or less, where if you land on these, you get slowed down, which we'll work out a system for that as well. But, oh yeah, and then those are the orange stuff. Those are climbable. I'm still needing to work on a texture for that. So for those who have not seen this room before, that basically just recaps everything. For the first round, you will spawn here. I'm just going to go and run through the map just so that you can kind of see what it's like, and then we'll actually get to the building. So there's always just kind of, the goal of the room is to make it feel smooth if you execute it correctly. I'm kind of working off of the mechanics that Hollow Knight works off of, where you get punished by when you get hit. You get punished because it takes away it kind of breaks the, I don't want to say the immersion, but it breaks the flow of the game. I think that's a good way to say it. Because it's just like the audio cuts out for a second, you freeze in place, and so it's just kind of, it breaks the flow of that. So it doesn't work the best over here, but that's kind of what I was going for, where if you execute everything properly, it feels really, really smooth. But if you screw up, then that's when it doesn't feel so smooth. But the goal is to basically, you just keep running forward if you do everything correctly. So this is the edge of where I have managed to build up to this point. So we've got some base stuff out, but all this still needs to have some changes to it. This is about as far as we've gotten. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, we'll finish polishing up this section here, and then if we have time later today, we'll then work on I'm so used to jumping around these. You're supposed to duck under it. But the walls aren't set in place. I'm so used to doing this because, bending down is a lot of work. And here's, you jump side to side. So yeah, a lot of stuff that still needs to be implemented, but I'm really excited to see the final product. So it's just we got to put in the work to get to the final product, which is always fun, always great fun. So let's see, Avestra, what is up? Can you beta test this? So at the end of every time that I stream a build stream, I do actually invite the viewers. Just put a meetup code just so that people can run through it and then just kind of test it, give me feedback of what they do and do not like, and then we have been implementing that stuff. So there, that is kind of 1 lap. So I think what we'll do, honestly, after just kind of running through that once, probably the block will get faster than the player about 3/4 of a way through a lap. Because if that is how it is, then you would be able to probably get maybe a lap and a half. If you get enough distance between you and the block, you might be able to get a lap and a half in for each round, which keeps them short enough so that the players that get out early aren't bored, but then also keeps them long enough that it feels like you're actually doing something in the game. I think that's kind of what we'll go for. So yeah, that's basically everything that's in here. What's our ink percentage? Just about 13%. So we still got a lot of stuff, because basically I just trying to build the base map, and then I'm going to have somebody, because I can't do circuits, so we're then going to have somebody come in and do all the circuits for us, and then I'm going to actually work on decorating the entire place. So I say that like areas like this are finished because, you know, they've got the platforms, they have the perimeter on the exterior walls, everything has been colored correctly, you have the X's. So I say rooms like this are finished, but they're not. They're finished for this stage of development, basically. But we'll still go through, obviously these aren't going to be green. We'll then go through and we'll color correct all of this stuff, and then actually make it fit with the theme while still making it obvious that you can't wall jump on those, while those are wall jumpable. And then actually go through and add decorations on the walls and do other stuff to actually make it through. So I say stuff like this is finished, but it's just for this stage of development. And I've got to work out a different system for the climbable walls because it just... I don't know, it doesn't look good. Well, A, the coloring, but B, just with these bumps, I don't like it, so we'll have to work out a way of where it's obvious that it's climbable, but it's not an eyesore. Because you can see that if you're coming through this area, say over here, and you try and do this. So, okay, I should say the other thing. So about what I was talking about before with all the flow stuff is... I also want to make it that if you do everything properly, you never vault. Because if you vault, that kind of takes away that flow feeling, right? Just because it's a split moment where you stop, and then you have to let your animation play out, and then you keep going. So it's not the worst. However, you get the most punished if you don't do the jump at all. So like if you just like, oh shoot, and then you gotta come over here, and then you gotta climb. So you're so much slower for such a more significant amount of time. So the goal is to basically stuff like this. If you fail the jump, okay, well I still got it there. If you fail the jump like that, that wasn't audible. But then you're down and you have to actually climb. We're also giving rewards like item stuff. And we've got a fair amount of secrets hidden in as well. So this is this spot here, ignore that, right? You're the only people that see this, okay? When you're flying through this, people don't pay attention to this. But this one, once you get here, you have multiple paths that you can go on. So basically you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 paths that you can go. There's no reward for going up there, but you can actually get up there. I might add something up here just for the heck of it, but you can actually get up there if you wall jump when it's turning here. I've been saying here a lot. And then if you fail everything, you just go underneath. But if you manage to keep a little bit of height, let's see. Manage to keep enough height, you can then get to here, get the item box and the coin. Can't reach that one though. But the kind of main, fastest secret path is, okay, well, that's bad. But you go in between the walls here, and then you're here, you get 2 coins and item box, and it sets you up to get that coin and then slide right into this one. This part, I wanted to make it where it forced you to slide, right? Or where like you would actually, well, you can run this with, out sliding, but the jump isn't actually possible if you don't slide, because you build up enough momentum here that if you try and jump this without sliding, you don't make it. So then you got to come over here and then do the climbing, which depending if you actually wall jump, you can either climb from the very bottom, or ish, or you can then do the wall jump there and actually get to it. But if you come over here, like I did before, and you actually slide down, it's long enough that you build up the momentum to then make the jump all the way over there, and you get both slides and don't have to climb. This is my favorite secret. Wall jump here, and then you can slip in this little crack right here. So there's a little window right here. This will kind of be hidden with the decor as well. So this is a little trick that you can use to be faster when you're actually playing the game. So take notes. But basically you just have to do a glitched wall jump and then turn right away. And then you get in this little hallway, and then it jumps you out right on the other side of this. So this is hidden because when you go down, like if you're all the way on the right side here, like you barely see something right there, but nobody's like stopping, going through, like looking around as they're like, oh hey, what's that? So it's just kind of one of those little secret things that the player knowledge can pass around. And then the last other little secret is actually in this section right here. Again, this still needs to be actually worked out because I'm not sure I'm going to have this here. But if you do the glitch wall jump on this corner, you can then make that skip. So you don't actually have... So I'm actually trying to implement more or less glitches into it. I'm sure other people will find other glitches, but trying to implement some glitches as well that you can do to actually get across. So you can do the intended way of going across like that, but it's obviously slower than just doing the glitch jump and getting over here. And there's kind of a small one right here as well, or if you do a glitch jump on this corner, you then don't have to do the other wall jumps. Or you don't have to go from left, right, left, and then over the boxes. So, yeah. So, and then these boxes here, I know this is kind of a random addition, but this is here basically just to show the player, like, hey, these are what the boxes do, and then once they run into it, because again, there will kind of be more or less a tutorial section in the lobby, but basically, if you hit these, you get slowed down, and then the box goes away as well. And so this is here where like players run through it, and then they go, oh, what the heck? So then it kind of teaches them, oh, wall jump over it. And then, because these will be one of the items that you can get as boxes that you can then place down places to slow people down. Because you can get really creative with the boxes. Because like, say you have the box item, and you're right here, you could put a box right there on that corner after you do the skip, and it's going to block other players from doing the skip, because if they hit it, then they'll lose their momentum and won't be able to actually make the jump. So there's some strategy to it. Strategy. Anyways, we should probably get building. I don't know if I want to polish off this section a little bit more first, or if I want to finish building the walls for this section. There's a couple things I wanted to do with actually these pieces over here, so let's do those. Okay. All right. One thing to add is the breaking immersion when you die. I would say dying breaks immersion, yeah. And I want to work a way where if you die, you still get to spectate. So I'm still trying to work out a way where you can do that. I'm thinking that we could add in like the camera things, using the RC, whatever it is, and then you can set those up in some of the corners. So then you can actually see players going around. And then also what I want to do is I want to add a streamer cam points as well. So and then if you have the streamer cam, you can then actually still you can still watch the game for like people like me. If I'm playing the game and I want to actually stream the game, if I'm dead, I still want to be able to showcase what's going on and not just me sitting in the lobby just waiting for the next game, just like, okay now what? We'll have to see. Okay, all right. Let's see. Trust you'll do circuits. I'm currently in communication with another person, trying to work out if he'll be a good fit for the circuits or not. But if you would like to showcase your circuit talents and would like to apply for a position of doing the circuits, it will be some fairly advanced circuiting. Again, I don't understand circuits, so it may be super easy and I'm just an idiot. But I believe it'll be fairly advanced circuiting. So if you would like to apply for doing the circuits to the room, just message me on Discord, as well as your Rec Room username, so then I can look through your portfolio and see what your past work and whatnot. But yeah, so I will need help with circuits, so if you would like to apply for that position, feel free to. Anyways, I need to actually start building. I can talk and build at the same time, dude. Okay, so I wanted this to go up a little bit because it felt a little low coming from this one. That's a bit better because it kind of looks low coming from here, but once you jump, it kind of puts you dead center. So it looks low, but it feels middle once you actually jump to it. So I think we'll leave that there. And then was one of these low too? Because this one feels fine, and that one does feel a little bit low, and you land a little bit above middle. So let's move this up. I would also accept the position for somebody that also has experience building as well. Because I'm just kind of building the main map, but if somebody wants to help with building the decor and whatnot that'll go around the room, same thing, just contact me on Discord, let me know, so then I can see your past work, and then also see if you'd be a good fit for the room. So yeah, kind of two open positions there if you would like to help work on the room. Shameless self-promotion, let's go. I mean, it's not really self-promotion. I'm just trying to get help for this room, for the room that I already don't have enough time to work on. Really, most of the time that I can work on this is when I'm streaming building it, which is not a very productive stream because who wants to watch me build? Well, I say build, but I'm just sitting here running around. I'm not actually building. I'm playtesting, I swear. Okay, so the question is for this section right here, because I need to have this section right here be wall jumpable, which is such a funky thing to say, wall jumpable. But I don't know how to... Because I was experimenting to see if I could make this entire wall jumpable, and then you could do that. But I liked it better when it was just a section here. But the problem is it just doesn't look good, and it kind of gives away the fact of just like, oh, there's that, but also I don't want players to come over here and then wall jump on that and then get screwed over with everything, and then they fall on that first platform. I somehow managed to snap that. Or like if they come over here and it's just like, oh shoot, and then they don't know what's happening and they're like, well, that didn't feel very smooth. So I need a way to hide it so it's not obvious to somebody who's playing the game for the first time, but I also need to make it obvious enough that players can find this skip. So option 1 is always blending it in with the background of whatever decor we may add here. We can add the decor to this wall to kind of make this one blend in a little bit more. Or alternatively, we just find a better solution for the wall itself. Because what we could do is we could just kind of like make it really small. So, and then it's less obvious for people to see that you're supposed to wall jump on it. I'm assuming this isn't. All right, good. Just making sure that this wall was not had the correct settings on it. So we could just do that, where like it's barely big enough for you to wall jump on it. But I don't know. Tricky. I think we'll come back to that. I like the height of this one. I think that works out pretty well. Maybe what we could do is we can actually get not quite so big. I think that would actually be good. There we go. That's better. So let's see. All right, your Quest 3 froze yesterday and won't turn on anymore. That's not good. brand new Quest 3 already breaking. Oculus, fix your gosh darn products. I can't wait until like the because I have no plans on buying the Quest 3. But I can't wait until in about probably 1 to 2 months will people start complaining about broken joysticks. It's just like it's been a problem since day one with frickin' with the first Quest. And so it's just like they didn't fix it for the Quest 2. I doubt they fix it for the Quest 3. Just janky stuff all the way around. Alright, so I think all these kind of shape or size-wise look good. So let's see if we can then finish building the walls for this section here, which basically we just have to connect this to this, and then also add the walls on this side. Which I'm still having to go around and replace all of the simple shapes that we used. Because at one point in the building process, I was like, oh, there's the simple shapes, because I didn't have the beta shapes turned on or whatever it is. And so I was like, oh, let me turn these on. These would be easier to use, and then they would also use up less ink. No, they take up more ink. That's not how frickin' polygons work when it comes to having to load more stuff inside of a game. It's just, I don't know, it's so confusing. So I used that for a little bit, so I'm still having to go through and replace all the simple shapes that I use with the normal shapes. But so if we spot any, we'll do something about it. So let's go ahead and edit this. Let's see if we can clone this guy. Bring him over. So what we could do is we could just run this right along here. Because I don't know, like if I were to cut this close, it would just be right up against that. So I feel like we have to go to a little bit of a bigger angle. Then maybe once we're here, we then change the angle to then go to here. And then like here straight to there. And I guess this then would need to be a wall here, and then this would then open up to there. That's probably what I'll have to do. Okay. So let's see. So let's just get this the correct rotation. We want this to kind of come out to right about there. So let's try that. So with something like that, how does that feel? Because I still feel like that's too close to the wall. Which, let me just, because the reason I had it offset to the right there is just so that it doesn't feel like you're fighting your momentum. Huh? Well, I guess no. I think it's actually fine if we were to move it over, because if you come over, yeah, it actually would be better offset to the left. And if you do it the skip way, can I make this jump? You cannot make that jump, good. If you do this the skip way, yeah, it doesn't really matter what direction it has, because you're just kind of generally have momentum that way. Which, with coming off of this, you do have a little bit of momentum to the left, so I think it would actually be better to move this dude a little bit over there. And let's rotate it so that the bricks are facing a better direction. Okay. How do you become a member? There's no join button. There should be a join button right next to the YouTube channel, kind of subscribe button down there. There should be. If there's not, then I don't know what to tell you. Alright, I think that feels a little bit better. Let's see if it kind of now needs to be moved forward or backward, because it's at a bit of an angle. No, that felt fine. And if you do a bit of a later jump, like all the way back there, you still hit it. And if you do a super early jump, like as soon as you land on this platform, and it's a bit jank, but I don't think people will do that kind of instinctually. Oh yeah, because they're also not landing, because after the wall jump, they'd have to really time that perfectly to then land there. Yeah, so if they're spamming jump through this section, they'll get auto vaulted up. But if they do like anything that's actually half sensible, they should land right on it. Okay, so that should be good. Yoink. Alright, so I like that. So now I feel like the wall is far enough away. See, what's tricky is because I'm using this green right now, it's whatever color it ends up being, it could change the distance perception a little bit, which is not good. But, you know, it's probably fine. Alright, so this isn't entirely smooth. Let's see if we can. I think the problem is actually this wall, which, would I get screwed over by making this thicker? No, I would not. Also, I need to do this though, because this is screwed up. Here, let's do this. Let's bring this out a little bit more. And now it should make this corner. Did that actually do anything? That didn't actually do anything. Why does this, it doesn't like come in at a perfect, okay, it's small enough detail, we're not going to worry about it. But let's see if we can actually hide this a little bit more, this wall transition. Did I unironically just do that the perfect amount? Nope, no I did not. But it is from this, if there's going to be a lip, we want it to be on this side because players are coming from this direction. But you can actually still see it pretty biggie right there. So let's see if we can. How's that? Better. Better? Much better. Yeah. Couldn't even find it for a second. It's right there. So that should be small enough that nobody should notice it. Yeah, you're good. I mean, there's a little bit... Where is it? Yeah, it's right there. There's a little bit of a lighting change, I think, that kind of makes it stand out. No, actually, no, not really. Kind of a little bit there towards the bottom, but it'll be darker anyway, so I think it should be fine. Alright, so we've got this section. So we can probably have the angle change right there. Do I think that would be good? Maybe a little bit further forward. Oh. I'm gonna do the halfway point at this platform, I think would maybe be good. Let's try it from over here. It kind of looks like it may kind of scoop out a little bit in that direction. Let's see if we can go back a little bit more. I feel like that. I think that's the perfect spot. I think that'll be good. All right. You want to join? Yeah. If there's no join button down there, then I don't know what to tell you. It's supposed to be. All right. Let's see. Let's then go ahead and clone this sucker. We then want him to be at a somewhat sharp angle, but not too sharp, because we want to make sure that we're keeping kind of equidistance. It's not a word. On either side of this, and then once we get to here, then do a straight line to there. So let's try this angle. It definitely looks like it's coning in here, which is fine because it'll cone in and it'll only be this wide. So I suppose that's actually good. Just look at it from down here. Let's see. Yeah, so that joint looks fine. I think that's good. And then for this bit, it would basically come out to here, because then it would come there and join. So let's see. Let's clone that. Let's get this dude lined up with that wall. And we can adjust the joining of them a little bit later. Once we actually can see the more so final product of that. Oh, come on. Alright, let's rotate a little more. I feel like whenever I do these streams, I like to rant about Rec Room Studio. Should I do that again? You want me to rant about Rec Room Studio again? Is that perfect? I think that is. I think it may actually need one more degree. Yeah, it was multiple degrees. Am I? I'm not on Snap? I'm not on Snap, that's why. So 1 degree will be too much then. Okay, well, I wasn't on Snap, so it kind of screws a few things over, but it's fine. And we're just going to ignore the problem and pretend like it doesn't exist. That's good enough for me. Trying to also make sure that I'm keeping all my walls thick. Like big chunky boys, so then they're not easy to glitch through. Alright. So that looks pretty good. So let's just see from this perspective. Yeah, it looks good from here, and as you get closer, yeah, kind of cones in quite a bit. Definitely kind of feels like you're getting funneled into this area, which part of my goal is to kind of keep things nice and open so it feels like you're not on a set path and you're just kind of, you know, almost free explore parkouring. But I think this section does need to tighten down a little bit, because this whole section is going to be pretty tight too. Which I now feel like is a kind of crucial design flaw now that I'm looking at it. But we'll see how it feels, and then if we need to make some major changes, we can. Because we're not too late to make major changes. Alright. All things considered, I think I'm fine with that wall. I mean, if anything, we could maybe just add another wall right here just to kind of smoothen this transition, because it does look a little bit too forced, I guess. But we're not going to worry about that right now. That'll be part of the decorating process when we get there. All right, so now we can connect this corner to this corner. Sorry. Zoning out here. Bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell. I can't tell you the last time I went to Taco Bell. It, at the very least, is more than 8 years ago. At the very least. So, sure, yeah, bean and cheese burrito from Taco Bell. Why not? Alright, let's go ahead and make this easier to work with. Come on, give it to me. Nope, not you, not you. I want you. Sometimes I just like working in not the actual, like, this mode and just actually being able to walk around. I don't know, I like that a little bit more sometimes. Alright, so let's go ahead, move this to line up with that enough. So, ideally, I want this to sit on that corner. So let's try rotating this one tick to the right. Shaky hands over here, can't do that. Okay, I think that was one. I think that was one. So I did actually move it the right direction. But there is still a bit more leeway, so let's actually go 2 more ticks. Nope, not you. Gosh darn it. Let me. Here we go. One more. Okay, it's not helpful. Okay. Freaking shaky hands. I can't do this. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to rest my hand on the floor. There we go. Let's see. Let's see if Mr. Shaky Hands can do this bit now. Oh, that's horrible. Alright, but how close does this bring me to this corner? Pretty dang close. I bet you we could get away with one more tick of rotation, though. Back on the floor. Here we go. Just go manipulate it easier. We also don't need all this fluff down here. That's good. Alright, so that is pretty dang close to that corner. I am perfectly fine with that getting cut off there. Actually, yeah, it's pretty dang perfect. As you can see, it's starting to curve in there, which I don't actually want, so we'll go ahead and just do that. That'll be fine. Alright. Oh, we also need to add a lower ceiling here. Do we? Nah, because I think I want the ceiling to be right about there, so we don't want to lower the ceiling, we want to raise the walls. Alright. Should be good. I need to also make a connecting piece there. The amount of the memories that this music is bringing back of just me playing Golden Trophy for 17 hours a day, man. I'll never be able to think of this music the same. Whenever I hear this stuff in the 2017 Roblox compilations. Alright. I kind of don't like how this one is on an angle and this one isn't. So I think what I'm actually going to do... It would kind of be a pain in the butt, because this is currently set to 90 degrees for world spacing, just so that it makes stuff easier to work with. Because like all this is in a straight line, so you can just do the 90-degree rotations from something that you create, and then it's already aligned. So I would like to keep that. However, I could rotate this so then the bricks line up with this, and then clone this over to this side, so then this has the same angle to go here as that one. I think I'm going to. I think it would just be better because then also this won't be a flat line this way, and that will be a little bit closer to this, and then it would make it smoother transition from that jump to that jump. So I'm going to do that. All right. So that means that we need to bring this wall to the corner. We'll do right there. And now we need to clone this sucker over. And get this lined up. Should be a bit tricky, but we should manage. It's also been a fat second since I've been in here. A lot of the work that I was doing on this earlier was like 2-3+ weeks ago. So it's kind of nice being back in your building again. Alright, not the smoothest of transitions. You can see a little bit of a dimple there. But from normal size, just running across. Well, I think that was just the lighting that made that visible. It's hard to say. Oh, forgot I have not brought the floor for yet. Where am I? There I am. Yeah, I think that's just the lighting. So hopefully that's something that will be fixed once we actually do the lighting. It's pretty dang close, but I think we can do... Let's try one more. I'm not sure if that moved or not. And then, wait, oh, but now it's sticking through that wall. What if we... You could do that. Is that more or less visible? I feel like that's more visible. Somewhere in here. Wait, was that? That was that one, okay. Wait. One more? There we go. So that's where it was. So let's try actually bringing it back to here. And then... Because I want it to be far enough where the curve at the edge of this square isn't affecting that seam right there. Let's try that. Looks a little bit better. And for some reason, yeah, it's more visible down here than it is... well, no, not really. Yeah, still visible, but I think that's just the lighting. So I think we'll be fine. Alright, so now we need to rotate the other sucker. Jaden, what's up? 2017 called, they want their music back? No, my music. My royalty-free music. I need to get new royalty-free music for streams like this, because this music was like intended for hype music to, you know, help keep the energy going for the 1,000 runs. But now I just need like actual good music. So there's two things that we could do here. We could either... What is that block down here? This is the... Oh, shoot. This is... Wait. Yeah, so this is the ceiling for the slide part, which I can't mess with. Because if I mess with either of the things, it's then going to change the height of this, which will then mess up the transition to that part of the ceiling. So, if I... Where's the problem? It's right here. So I could just shorten this in, but this is already as short as I can for that part right there. Which my problem is here. So... I mean, like, I could just shorten that and then just clone it down and just make it the same size since the second piece, and then this part down here can then be shorter. But that's a lot of work. Also, is this a simple one? Oh, this is a simple one, gosh darn it. That's a lot of work to replace, though. So I feel like what's honestly going to be the least amount of work is just moving this forward, which we could then either alter those, or we could just leave it lipping out a little bit, which I think leaving it lipping out a little bit I think will actually be fine. So let's finish trying to actually get this rotated the correct amount, which I think I actually just got. Yeah, it looks good. So then just clone that over. I think I said I want to keep this floor level, because the other thing we could do is we could bring the floor up so it's above that section, but I like that floor level. So what I don't like, however, is that this is more sharp than that is. So we're actually going to line this back up with the edge of the platform, which let's go as far in as we can. Should be right there. Is that sticking through it all? You don't see it? Alright. Actually, this corner actually looks fine. We can just fix this corner. Oh wait. Select it on the black piece. This one, please. Thank you. So all the time we spent working on this one needs to be redone. Let's go ahead and bring this down just so that this thing is right here in front of me. We're gonna bring that there. We then need to extend this. Still a little obvious, so we can go one more tick. Alright, it's better hidden. Still a little bit though. Can I go? There we go. That's what we need. Alright, let's then shorten this back up. If I bring this down, actually, is that visible? No, it's not visible from that corner. Okay. Alright, so now, let's see, from over here, looking better than 99% of the maps in 2023. I don't really do much exploring in the in the Rec Room created rooms, or community made rooms in Rec Room. I'm just basically, people throw me suggestions for community streams. I go look, then I'm like, good fit, bad fit. So I have no idea what the standard is for for community rooms now. I'm familiar with what they used to be back in like 2018, 2019. I guess mostly 2019. That's when I was doing a lot of my building. Yeah, but I have no idea what the 4 years later. I have no idea what the expectations are for rooms now. All right. So I think this is good. You don't even really notice that this is at an angle. It looks like this is set 9 degrees, which it's not, which is annoying. But I think it's fine. So next things is, I think what we should do. Wait, hold on. So if you actually do the wall jumps, if you do them as fast as possible, where is the earliest that you can land on this wall? So you can only land right about there. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and shorten this up to there. Oh, wait, hold on. But if you do this though, okay, well you're not even making the jump. You have to vault. Because if I'm standing, yeah, you're not making that. Oop. If somebody tries to wall jump on that and then they hit that, yeah, they'll just vault up. And then if they do this, yeah, they'll hit that wall there and then vault up. Okay. So if they play it properly, they're not getting too punished. They're just vaulting up. But if they do what's intended and do this, they land right there. And if they do it as early as possible, just right there. Oh, didn't even wall jump. Alright, so corner. Okay, why is it not? There's something funky about with, I was trying to test out what the reasoning with this was earlier. Okay. Nope, wrong section. Over here. Because I was having some jank stuff with this wall and that wall, where sometimes you wouldn't catch the wall slide right away and you'd stick to it a little bit and then you'd be able to wall jump. Also, what happened to this? there was a wall here, was there not? What happened to it? Oh, that's right. I thickened this one, so this is now, it's now hidden inside of the wall. There it is. I was like, hold on, there used to be a wall here. There it is. All right, perfect. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I don't remember. All right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So sometimes you don't actually wall slide, which it has to do, because, you know, Rec Room jank physics. It has to do if you're wall jumping on one specific wall too much, then it starts to bug out. So if I were to sit here and do these two wall jumps on these two pieces of walls over and over again, they would actually start to they'd start to no longer function properly. Or sometimes you jump on it, like you don't wall slide and then you wall slide and then you can actually jump. It literally is just when you do it too often. So I was sitting there trying to test it, finding out what the heck the problem was, and like no matter what I did, it wasn't working. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So then I stopped building for the day, came back the next day, and it was working fine. And that's when I found out, with a little bit more testing, it just has to do when you're jumping on one wall too much, it then starts to bug out. So it's not a problem for this room, because you're changing what walls you're jumping on for each lap. So it's just like, why? But anyways, I think if I come here, there we go. Yeah, so even if you do it pretty much as early as possible, you may vault a little bit. Yeah, you're pretty much fine. So I think I'm good with keeping the wall jumpable section of this wall right there. And then we'll go ahead and shorten this one up to here then. Because, I mean, you can just slide that over, and that'll be where that section ends anyways. And then we'll keep the non-wall jumpable spot here. Actually, wait, no. Because we do want to keep... Because kind of okay, this has been bugging me for forever, and I just have not done this. These have been floating. They're not actually on the ground. Alright, there we go. Because I think that if you jump, I think your hitbox should still be low enough that you're actually colliding with the boxes, so you can't just jump over it. Either way, I'll make sure that the hitbox is high enough so that you're hitting these if you just try and jump. So to actually get over these, I need to make it obvious somehow, where you wall jump to get over it, which, I don't know, the more I play this section, the less I like that idea, because this just isn't thick enough, because if you wall jump on this, if you don't fight your momentum, you'll smash into the other side wall. Like if I just do this and just hold forward, like I'm smashing into it. Oh, that's the wrong direction. Oh, come on. Yuck. But if you're doing this and you fight the momentum, like you're still right there. And I don't like the fact that you have to fight your momentum to try and stay in a straight line. So do we just not have the built-in boxes for this map? I mean, we'll obviously still have it of where like players can get the boxes and then they can place it wherever they want. But I'm thinking maybe it's just better that we just don't have the built-in boxes here. Or, alternatively, no, I was going to say we could put them here. But no, that wouldn't work, because if you actually do this the intended way, a wall jump, you're not getting enough height. You can always make the boxes smaller, but I'd prefer not to do that. Because yeah, I just don't like... Because I'm trying to envision the wall being over here, but I can just do that, and I can actually put the wall over there. Yeah, so if you come over here, you do this bit, you come here, you wall jump into it. Yeah, you smack into the wall. Which ideally, that section won't be wall jumpable, so you won't actually grab it. So I feel like either we need to make the hallway bigger. No, it's not that bad, actually. It doesn't feel too disgusting, too unflow-like. It doesn't break the flow. So maybe it is actually fine. Alright, I think we'll leave it in there for now. And then maybe once I actually have beta testers in, like you guys are here doing this room, you can kind of go through this section. You can let me know how it feels for you. of if it feels like you're kind of having to fight your momentum and it doesn't feel like it's flowing, or if it is actually, or if it's fine. So we'll see. All right, let's go ahead. So, oh, that's embarrassing. You know, I kind of don't even want to work in this section right now. I kind of want to go back and I want to go finish all this stuff over here and put the perimeters in the wall jump. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to do is I just have to put the perimeters on each of these sections. See, this is what I always end up doing. Is I end up just sitting here just playing the game a whole bunch and not actually building. Because I'm trying to think if this wall should be extended to be wall jumpable there. So if you do this the intended way, and you do this, it kind of gives you enough height. But if you come here and you just go there and then you jump, nah, it definitely feels like what you're supposed to do. What feels the smoothest is doing 3 jumps in a row like that. But if you do it the kind of glitched way, which I feel like it is actually better to do that wall. Because if you were to do this, and then go there, yeah, I feel like that's kind of going swaying too much back and forth. So I feel like it actually would be fine if we just have one wall jumpable wall here, and then this would be shortened. So when they go to there. Oh. So I feel like that's fine. I feel like it is. So I think we'll keep it like that for now. All right. So we'll come back to this section. We'll do this here in a little bit. But I would like to go ahead and actually add the outlines for each of these because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we have to do. Because this is the furthest I've gotten with the wall jumpable sections. All right. This is kind of a jank section. I don't know. I'm still not in love with this because once you actually get up here, because there's 2 sections that you can go here. You can either stay on the bottom, and you can come down here and then just jump that. But if you do decide to actually go up on here, which I'm encouraging to do based on the fact that these walls are just wall jumpable and they just kind of look like you're supposed to. I don't like the fact that you smack up against this wall and you ride it for a little bit. Because then it doesn't feel like you're in full control because you've got too much momentum to stick to the wall. I don't know. And then I'll put something up there, either maybe a coin in an item box or maybe just an item box or something of the sorts. Alright, so we have to do all of those walls. So first, let's go ahead. I still have all of my swatches, right? Yes, I do. So I need black grass. Which this one is not colored correctly. And there's also these that need to be recolored. Is that known? Oh, it's no longer solid now. I was going to say, if I recolor it, does it lose its hitbox? Alright. And then we'll do that. Okay. Okay. Give me through. Give me through. The flying thing is so weird. Like, you can go up and, you can go either down through hitbox super easy, or you can go up through hitbox super easy, but you can't go side to side through hitbox super easy. You gotta fight it and glitch your way through it. It's kind of funky. Anyways, also I will, because I believe this is legacy flying. This is how it used to be, and I think there's a new method to do it, and I still prefer this so much more. I feel like it's just more so that I've used it so much. I can't relearn a way to fly, so I have to do this. But all right, anywho, so we can either have these going all the way up to the ceiling, or we could shorten them down a little bit. What do we think would be best? Because if we are here and we jump the highest, you're not even getting halfway up it. Or halfway up this. So we could just maybe do this up 3/5 of the way up. And then that would be good. And then that would be enough coverage for everywhere that you're going. But I think I may actually prefer having it just be, because I like the tall, long hallway kind of opening feel, especially coming from here and you're weaving in between these and it's all tight and then it's just it opens up to a giant hallway. So I kind of like the fact that they go all the way up to the ceiling. I do enjoy that. But would it look better if they only did halfsies, or roughly halfsies. That's not even. Maybe it would be better. It might be. It could be. And then I could just have this stick out a little bit, and I can just get rid of this one, have this section basically just be this section. Could save two shapes that way. Which I don't know why I wasn't doing that before, but oh well. And I could, because then I would fill in that section of the hole, or that hole. How does it feel from up top, though? It definitely doesn't feel as intended. It kind of feels like when you're up here and you jump for it and you're just like snapping that top corner, it doesn't feel entirely smooth. So I feel like we can't go that short. If we're gonna do it, I feel like we have to go up to there, just so that it still feels smooth from up here. Yeah, that's fine. We could maybe go a little bit shorter. That feels a little too short. Because, I mean, when you jump it, it doesn't feel short. Because you're not actually landing right on that corner. But from here, it kind of looks a little too short. I've been saying, I'm now conscious of how much I'm saying kind of and like. I'm saying it so much. That's the thing about trying to provide commentary when you're building. It's just, there's not much to say. I say this like all the time when I stream on the odds, when Little J and I stream on the odds. Like, we mostly just stream just so that we feel productive doing what we want to do. And so, like, I want to build, I want to work on this, but I want to feel productive while I'm doing it, so that's why I'm streaming it. It's just like, this is boring content, but that's why I'm doing it. Right, what is the room going to be called? The room is going to be, I want it just to be called Speedrunners, but the Speedrunners name is taken. So currently it's called Speedrunners Game, I believe. Yeah, Speedrunners Game. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do to try and actually make it actually a good title. But I was like, if I have to resort to Speedrunners Game, I'll just do that. Like, I might as well just claim the title now. I'll see if I can find whoever created, or whoever has the name Speedrunners, and see if I can buy the name from them, basically. All right. Trying to make the decision about this section. Because it's just, when you're standing, again, you're not like standing up here looking at it like I am. You're just quickly running through that section like this, and then you're jumping. So, I mean, you're not even looking at it. You're just throwing yourself. And I feel like here you just kind of instinctually jump. Because even if you don't jump, you still land on that platform, so you don't get punished for it. But if you're sneaky and you jump but don't wall jump, you land right in the middle of all this. I don't know. I feel like it's fine if we go all the way up to the top. I think it's okay. So let's just go ahead and just keep it like that for now. I think it's okay. The only concern I would have with it being up top is because, like, when you're coming, I said like again, because when you're coming through this area, you can't see the top of that white outline, so it may not be as intuitive to wall jump on these, but it also goes in line with what we have here, which also doesn't need to be up to the ceiling, but that goes all the way to the ceiling, so it does kind of continue that theme over to this section right here. And then from here we then switch into the sections of wall jumpable again. I don't know, let's see. Speedrunners Rec Room, that's also an option, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to put the Rec Room tag on the end of it. I think I would rather just actually name it what it is. And also, I understand I am a hypocrite because I have made my discontent with Rec Room copying Dead by Daylight and make it to midnight, and here I am taking a game and recreating it in Rec Room. But I have already talked about how it's different from a community creator standpoint versus the actual official developers stealing a game idea. However, I am going to add in the lobby and right in the front so that everybody sees it whenever they play the game. This game is based off of the game Speedrunners. I want to make it very apparent the fact that this is not an original idea. I mean, this is kind of like Death Run, which is, you know, in every game ever. But it's not right. Nah, it's not really. I don't know. This kind of concept of game does exist in a lot of places, but because I'm straight up stealing a game's idea, I'm going to give full credit to where it's due. Which again, I wouldn't be that mad about Make It to Midnight if they did that. If in the lobby, if when you join the room, or just in the thumbnail when you would type in, just go to Make It to Midnight, and it's just like based on, or just in the description of the room. Because what is the description of the room for freaking Make It to Midnight? Oh, fun little lag spike. That is a. Did my game just crash? My game just crashed. Really? I know the watch menu's bad. It crashes your game all the time. Let's just hope the last autosave was fairly recent. I mean, I hadn't really done. In the past like 8 minutes was me just sitting around, or probably past 10 minutes was me sitting around trying to figure out if I wanted to make the walls all the way to the top or not. So it should be autosave from actually what we were last doing. Boom. I just wanted to check what the description to Make It to Midnight was. That's all I wanted to do. But apparently that's just asking too much for the game to handle. Apparently just going over to the tab over on over to the Rec Room Originals. It's too much to handle, dude. And it was SteamVR that crashed, but I think SteamVR crashed because of Rec Room crashing or something. I don't know. I do not blame SteamVR, basically. I blame Rec Room. I want to blame Rec Room for like all my problems, but okay. First things, set back streamer cam. Here we go. Okay. Now, don't crash my game. Don't crash my game. Yeah, we made it. Okay, so what is the description of this room? It is a night of horror ensues when 5 friends sneak into the Wreck County Fairgrounds after dark. All they could, if they were just to do that, I would be significantly less mad at the developers if all they did is just have this description and then right after it, just add, this game was inspired, just like different line on here, just something like that, of this game was inspired by Dead by Daylight. That is it. If that is all they did, I would be much, much happier with the developers. But the fact that there is no acknowledgement that they straight up stole the game makes me mad. Makes me mad. I mean, I still enjoy playing Make It to Midnight. However. Alright, join Speedrunners. What is this? Would you like to invite them to join you? All my friends online? I didn't even know this was a thing that you could do. Alright, no, do not invite. This is my special room. No one else is allowed. Oh, I have to restart OVR. Gosh darn it. Steam. See, that's what's annoying about SteamVR crashing and not just Rec Room crashing. Is freaking gotta restart OVR. Very annoying. Alright. Anyways. Let's see if it just auto-loaded a previous save. So, I mean, those are tall like they're supposed to be, but however, this section is not at all what it's supposed to be. Alright, let's see if we can find an autosave then. Because if not, it's like an hour and a half of work wasted. I mean, we didn't actually do all that much, but still an hour and a half of work wasted. How do I believe in here? Is that copy? What is this? What does this button do? Create new room. That's what that does. Okay. This button? There we go. All right, so let's see. Recover autosave. Yeah. Wow, it's been 3 weeks since I last worked on this room. Holy cow. All right. Autosave. Let's see where the autosave puts me back to. I gotta get better at saving more often, dude. Okay, so let's see. So these walls are all built. This is good. This section is where I last left it off at. This is all recolored. Perfect. Yep, and then these are just like this. All right, perfect. Well, let me undo those actions that I previously had. So we just have to do this. And we're good. And now everything's back to where we left it. Perfect. Okay, all right. Let's now go ahead and actually do more building. Yay. Nope, not that. Edit this. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's been a hot second since I've done the outlines. I'm gonna have to relearn how I do this. So I believe what I've done in the past is just do this, make it more manageable to work with. And then I have to set the size though. It's always annoying because I just do it by feel basically. Alright, well that's too wide. However, let's do this, split shapes, select, no there's no shapes over there. Right here, select, it is selected, and then select, merge shapes, edit this, recolor it to be neon white. There we go, perfect. So now, let's go ahead and just do this. Oh, I'm gonna turn you. Why is you in flow? Is that a good size? I don't know, I think it is. I feel like it's pretty good. Put it into the wall. What if we then... I kind of want to make it... Oh, wait, hold on. Kind of want to make it line up with the X's, though. Come on. There are so many mechanics at the frickin' Maker Pen that I would love to go on rants about, but I've done that enough. Okay. Can I just do... Oh wait, let me first actually go and bring this back up. Come on, there we go. Can I just fatten this dude up to cover it? Yes, yes I can. Perfect. That looks good. That's in there. And that is perfect. Okay. So now... Oh, wait. Nope. First... See, this is what happens when you take too long of a break from building. You forget how to smoothly do things. It's like the same thing with editing. If I take too long of a break from editing, then I just, like, forget all the shortcuts to everything. So then I'm not nearly as fast about it as I am when I've, like, actually edited for, like, 8 hours in one day. Because then you know everything and you're just flying through it all. Just like Control-Z, Control-Shift-Z, Control-X. Delete key. Also, I have been using Control-X now so much more. I don't know if it's just something with DaVinci Resolve, or if it's something that is just kind of like a base Windows command. But at least in DaVinci Resolve, Control-X deletes the clip without changing anything in the timeline. Which is so nice because the software I used to be using, Filmora, either Control-X didn't exist as that command, or it just didn't know about it. But either way, what I would always have to do is I would always have to take a clip, move it to somewhere else in the timeline, so then if I deleted it, it wouldn't then screw up the rest of the timeline. It was such a pain. Now that I know of the Control-X command, oh, so much better. It's like one of those things, it doesn't matter how long you do it, you're always learning new stuff. Like in the short that I created, was it just yesterday I posted it? Yeah, it was just yesterday I posted it. If you haven't seen the short, go check it out. It's a little fun little game where basically I did 3 trick shots. One of them is faked using editing magic, and so your job is to see if you can find out which one it is. But basically, I had the envision of just like creating at the very start of having the white outline next to where I was standing there with the shadows behind them and with everything. So then it pops out. So then it kind of looks like the selection look, or make it look like the selection there, and then have it and zoom into the first one that it's going to show. And so I had no idea how to do that. So I had to completely learn new things with DaVinci Resolve to actually learn how to put a outline on a image like that, which I learned it how to. It's kind of a roundabout way of doing it, because when I originally was thinking about how to do it, I knew that there was just a quick outline tool that you could make, or that you could use in the built-in effects, and so I was thinking I could just use that, but apparently that doesn't work if it just puts it on the outline of the entire screen. It's not just on that image that you have on the timeline. Kind of. It's hard to explain. I don't know. So I was like, oh great, so I can't use that to put on the 4 images that are, or the 3 images that are gonna be sitting there. So then I had to find a different way to do it, which, like I said, was kind of a roundabout way, but we got there in the end. I think it needs to go 1 or 2 more ticks in. Alright, that was 3, but I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. So let's see. So this wall looks fine. Kind of does bend in there a little bit. So let's actually go ahead and bring it in just a tad. Just a smidge more. And now, yep, doesn't curve in right there at the seam. And we're good. And then we'll check the same thing over here, which again, I think we could just connect these walls, but that seems like work. And I don't think we're too pressed on ink that we have to save 2 squares. I think we'll be fine. Alright, so that's that bit done. How does it look? Now that the outlines are in place, does it seem too tall? It does kind of seem too tall, actually. I don't know. I think we can get away with leaving it, though. Okay, I definitely like it. Okay, from up here, though, this is much better. Yeah, I think if it was, like, only... even if it was, like, 4/5 of the way up, or half, or whatever it is that we decided that we could get away with, I think it would look a lot worse from up there. So I think it's better to have it up on the ceiling. Alright, cool. So that's that done. Let's then go ahead, connect that to the floor. Oh wait, hold on. I never did bring up my chat again. Oh gosh darn it. Did I just move that? What did I just do? I did just move that. I moved everything. That's what I just did. Okay, let me get away from everything here so I can actually interact with this. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Spelled cheeseburb. No scam. Real pretzel. Well, cheeseburb, clearly, is just the combinations of the word cheese and Berber. Without the though. And that's how you spell it. Wouldn't the arrow stay in the air when you shot the bottle? Okay, I see. So no, so actually this is something that I was curious about, that same exact thing. So I tested that, and no, actually when you hit a bottle with an arrow, the arrow actually immediately disappears, which is very, very interesting. I thought the same thing, because like a lot of the other things, when you shoot it, the arrow stays there. And so yeah, when I was setting up for that trick shot, I was like, does the arrow stay there, or does it disappear? Because I was working on the framing and everything. I was just like, where do I stand? What's going to be in the way of me and the target? And so then I was like, oh, okay. The arrow just disappears. Cool. So it was a bit funky. I will say, though, on the tricked one, it's really hard to see it. Because, again, since it's on the shorts, you can't, like, pause it and you can't go frame by frame. But there are some discrepancies in the fake one that you can see where it's not cut properly, and it actually gives it away. But like I said, because it's on the shorts and you can't pause it, or you can pause it, but you can't go frame by frame. Yeah, it's very difficult to actually spot. But it's there. It's there. There are the clues to it. Anywho, let's go ahead and do this one. Let's make this nice and easy to work with. Oh, this actually sticks to the wall a little bit. So this will, it's not a give me. You're gonna have to do a little bit more, and by that I mean I already fixed it. Alright, so I think that would be good, sticking out that much. Let's make it a little bit thinner. I feel like that's pretty good, right? Right? Maybe? Maybe so, maybe not. Let's go one more tick to the right. Alright, I think that's good. So let's then split this off. So like this, so that we get these properties. And then merge it with this one. Recolor should, yep, I was gonna say, should already be set to the neon white. Whew. I was about to go all the way up. No, this does not go all the way up. This is a set height. Yeah, I guess we'll have that, and I'll have this one just go right there. We'll see. It has stayed before with the testing that I was doing when I was recording it. The arrow immediately disappeared as soon as it hit the bottle. So I don't know if they've changed the mechanics, because I'm like I thought for sure it was gonna stay. So yeah, I don't know if they changed mechanics or what the heck happened, but why is this not in line with that? The heck is happening here? Oh, because this is the curve. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck? Because this is right there is where the shape starts to then end, so that's why. So we could do, just bring it in a little bit. It does look a bit funky. Yeah, is it standing out a little bit too much? Okay, well, compared to that side, yes, and also that side. All right, yeah, so this is actually going in too much. So let's go ahead and edit, and then delete. All right, I think that would be better. So let's then go ahead and bring this over. That should be good. So I feel like we could do one of two things. We could either, this corner is not at all proper, what the heck? We have to fix that at some point, if I care enough. Because the runners are going this way, so I mean, nobody's going to notice this. However, we could either just make this thicker, or we could bring the green wall out this way. If I bring the green wall out that way, then it'll screw up that corner even more. But we have to fix it anyways. But if I just bring the, no, not that one. I just bring that into the wall. Again, no one's going to notice that, and I feel like that just looks better than having to mess with that wall. So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Okay. So let's see. All right. Rotate. Spin. Move it down. I guess what I need to be lining up is this and not that. But I think it should work out, right? Yeah, it looks pretty good. And it doesn't, nope, doesn't take it through the bottom. Nope, we're good. So then we could either have this end right there, or we could go through. Ooh. Okay, that one I just ended on the side. I think I'm gonna have it go through. like that. Oop. There we go. There's something that looks funky here, though. Why is there a tiny little seam right there? That's interesting. I'm not sure why that's there. I think that's just part of this bottom wall and that curve, but I don't know why it would be sudden like that. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, well, it's fine. Does the corner look okay? The corner does look funky because this one isn't sticking through like that one is. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Now it matches, so now it's fine. And that shouldn't screw up anything over here, right? No, we're good. So then... Alright, that's good. And there's a tiny discrepancy right there. Tiny little one. It's these things that, like, it's impossible for people to notice, but I still take the time to mess with it anyways. And I don't understand myself, honestly. I don't know why I would do that. It's still there, but why is it still there? Does this need to go up higher? There we go. That fixed it. All right, cool. It's like, why do I fix those things? It's time that I could instead, actually be working on building the things that actually need to be built in this room, instead of fixing stuff like that, and then ignoring corners like that. I do not understand myself sometimes, dude. Alright, let's just get that lined up. I think that would be the best spot. So, no. I could just leave it. Because I don't think that these could go up one tick. Actually, no, it's fine where it is. Actually, I could go up one tick. Oh, but this is having the same problem as well, where that's not sticking through. Alright, well, let's make this one thick too. Okay, there we go. And this one looks good. Yeah, I don't think it was a height problem. I think it was actually a... yeah, that's just there because of the seam in the wall. Yeah, I don't think it was a height problem. I think it was just because that one was thin, so... Alright. On to the next one. We still got a lot more of these to go. I said there was, what, 9 that I need to do of how much I had done? We've done 3? Ah! Scary. Alright, let's just make this so I can actually see what the heck is happening over here. Why does this stick through the wall so much? What the heck? That does not need to happen. But I'm not going to fix it. Oh yeah, I think that's because I was sitting there trying to figure out what the heck the problem was with why I couldn't wall jump sometimes. I think that was part of what I was testing. Alright, let's leave it there. Shorten this one up. What percentage am I at? I'm at 70. Let's set this back to 100. Again, I'd just go by feel for this. Which I feel like I should have a set distance for how big I make these outlines, but I don't. So, big brain. Let's then have it stick out. That much? A little bit more, maybe? Look at it from this side. Compare it to this one. I think we could maybe do one more tick. There we go. I think that's perfect. Alright, it's perfect. Oh wait, hold on. I still need to split the shape. Nope, not select all. There we go. Nah, gosh darn it! It's not what I want to do. I want to split shape. It's the top selection. It's the other one that starts with S. And then let's select that and this. Merge them together. Edit. Recolor. And there we go. Now we're cooking with something. What that something is, I still don't know, but we're cooking with it. You watched the video on 0.25 and they all look legit. I'm surprised my editing skills then are that good. If you look close enough, one of them will stand out. there's a couple very specific locations where if you watch it, you'll see what the you'll catch the air. But it's there, I can promise you that. I can promise you that I did not do all 3 trick shots legit. 2 of them were done legit. 1 of them was faked. And I have the proof to back it up. I haven't deleted the footage of the failed tries of the 2 actual trick shots for that very reason. And I'm just like, in case for whatever reason, I need to prove that 2 are legit. I'll make sure I have the footage, at least for now. Yoink. Alright. Is it the 3rd one? It might be. It might not be. I mean, like, it's not that big of a secret. I mean, like, I could just tell you all. It's not that much of a secret. But I was conscious about each one, even the legit ones. I was conscious about each of them to make it seem like there are aspects that may make it seem like it could be faked, and there are aspects of the fake one that make it seem like it could be real. If it's really bugging any one of you, I'll tell you. If it's going to keep you awake at night, I can let you know. Alright, that's perfect. Bring this sucker over. Oh, give that to me, please. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's clone this one down. Why does this one seem so much faster than the other ones? It's because there's no, like, weird transitions between the walls here on this one, like there were on the others. Is that why? Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. It's so much easier if you just make the shape smaller and more condensed to the section that you're working on to actually get things lined up. It's one of those things that you only learn by failing a whole bunch, or by making your life a lot harder in a lot of situations. I've had so many voice cracks these past few days. We were recording the 3rd Penumbra game for the odds last night, and I literally had like 18 voice cracks, and they all happened in my laps too, which was just hilarious. Apparently I'm going through puberty for the 3rd time, or however many times it is now. Alright. Dun dun dun. Wow, this is a thick boy. Why is this one so thick? Alright, let's see. Your reaction to the first one is suspiciously just too much? Could be. Could be. Could, in fact, be. Let me make this one not so outrageously thick. Why is this so thick? I guess the walls themselves are that thick too. That's probably why it's... Oh no, I probably just took this one. That's right, I took this one and cloned it to the wall. That's why they're both so thick. Alright, let's set this back to 100. Come on, there we go. I suppose I should actually shout out who made this music. This music here is made by Tiki Tac. So thank you for Tiki Tac for letting me use his music. Well, only really gave me permission to use them in the in the attempted 1,000 runs. I guess he didn't really give me permission to use it in the other streams as well. So Tiki Tac, please don't copyright strike me and ask me to take the videos down. But anyways, if you enjoy this music, it's created by Tiki Tac. You can go check out some of his other stuff that he's made. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I need to split the shape, which I should hit split shapes, not select all. And now select that one. Go back over here. Select this one. Merge. Edit. Recolor. Perfect. Let's go. At this point, tell you you're going crazy. So, it is, in fact, the first one. The first one is the faked one. How I did it is... What's hilarious is like... Because it's not that hard of a trick shot. I mean, like, because the way that the streamer cam works is distances look a lot further than they actually are. Why is this so offset that direction? What the heck? That's not right. Distances look a lot further than they actually are, so it looks like I'm standing really far away, but I'm not actually standing that far away. Like, you know, it's still a tricky shot to make if you're inexperienced with the bow, but for someone like me, you know, knows his way around the bow a little bit. Literally, while trying to miss, I hit the bottle at the first attempt, and I was like, oh, whoops. And I'm like, there you go, I could just have that be one of the real trick shots. But yeah, so I recorded a close miss where I just shot to the right of it, and then using the same angle, then went underneath the bottle and then shot an arrow at it to then break it, and then stitch the two together to then make it look like that the first arrow was breaking the bottle. The few ways that you can tell that it's faked. Again, I only know this because I went frame by frame analyzing it as I was actually making the fake trick shot. But the few ways that you can tell it's fake is, one, there is a sliver of a spot on the right side of the bottle that you can actually see the tip of the arrow of the screen of when I was breaking the bottle. You can see the tip of the arrow right at the bottom right hand side of it. There's just a few pixels that it's visible, but it's there, and so you can actually see it move into position right before the bottle breaks. Second thing is there is a big chunk of bottle that if you look at the first frame right when the bottle breaks, this is something you can't really just view, or you can't see by watching it with the naked eye. But the first frame where the bottle breaks, there's a big chunk of bottle that, based on its position, you can tell it's going to fly to the right. And it also, on the next frame, it disappears. Like that, you can see all the chunks of the bottle like right there when it breaks, and then they go flying. And so that first chunk, or that like big chunk right in the middle right, it's there when it breaks, but then it flew off to the right. And so I could do some complicated stitching and make that visible the entire time, and I was like, screw it. No one's going to see this unless they go frame by frame, which I don't care that much. And so you can actually see that chunk of the bottle just disappears, and that's because it flew off to the right, which is then overlapped of the celebration one. Which also, Avestra, the thing about the celebration is, I didn't notice... because when I did the other two trick shots, that reaction is 100% genuine. And so, because, I actually made the trick shot. Which the bottom one, I think, took me 2 hours to make. The basketball, I think, only took me like 30, 45 minutes to make. So it wasn't actually all too bad. But with both of those, all I did was just put up my hands like, yes! Because that was my genuine reaction to it. And so when I then I recorded for the fake one, I was like, okay, I need to have a reaction as well. I can't just stand here, because then that will be a giveaway. So then I did the reaction. And then when I was making the video, I was like, oh. When I compared that to my actual genuine reactions, I was like, oh, yeah, this is definitely over the top. And I was like, shoot. But I was like, I don't care. But there's a third way. There's a third way that you can tell. What is it? Oh, I just thought of another way. I never fixed the audio. This is something that I was going to do, but I forgot to actually do, is you can actually hear the arrow hit the ground a few moments after the bottle breaks, right? Because like when because I faked it on the right side, it misses the bottle and then it hits the ground like, maybe 10 feet behind it. So you can actually hear the plop of the arrow a few moments after the bottle breaks. And so that, I meant to take that little clip of audio of where you hear it hit. That's there as well. I forgot to take that out. There's another clue. I'm spending so much time trying to get this size correctly, but I cannot get it to where I like it. But there was one other thing that I was thinking about of that's a giveaway, and now I can't remember what it is. Okay, is that good? I think I like that width. I think it sticks out appropriate amount. All right, I think that's good. But yeah, I can't remember what the other one is. But yeah, so the water bottle one was it's just kind of just a normal trick shot. There wasn't really anything about it that I tried to do to make it look like it could seem fake. So yeah, that one was just kind of there. But the basketball one, I was trying to get it where the basketball goes out of frame for just a little bit. And then like people who, you know, aren't as experienced with editing, they could be like, oh, it went out of frame, that's the fake one. Just to kind of you know, trick people a little bit. Because just because something goes out of frame does not mean it's easy to then trick out the rest of it. Because yes, it goes out of frame, which is very important if you're faking something. However, you then have to have it go back in frame and then do a whole bunch of stuff. And so it's hard to actually fake that basketball going in by just throwing it up in the air and then animating it or doing whatever else I could do to fake it. That would have been a lot of work. Which, if you know me, I'm not going to put that much work into it for a short. But yeah, that went out of frame, so I was actually really happy with that result. With the fact that it went out of frame for just that split moment. And I was like, yes! Because I was trying, and then when I was trying to make the trick shot, I was watching the streamer cam to then be like, okay, is it going out of frame? So like, it was like 50-50. If sometimes it would barely go out of frame, and then other times it would stay in frame, with just how I was throwing it. So I was really, really happy that the final result is it just went off the frame for a split moment. I was like, that is what I wanted. But yeah, there you go. That's the faked one. Because yeah, I was sitting there and I was doing more work than I had to, trying to get the bottle to look perfect. Of when it broke, and like how to perfectly stitch the two scenes together. And then I was like, people aren't gonna care about that. Like, aren't gonna care about it that much. And B, they're watching this most likely on their phone. They're not gonna download the clip and then go through it at frame by frame. They're just watching it either once or two times to then try and just figure out, you know, which one is the fake one. It's just like, people aren't gonna sit there and do what you did, Avestra. Of slow it down to a quarter time speed, look at it, watch it multiple times to try and figure it out. So I'm just like, I can make it not perfect and it's fine. And besides, and then it leaves behind the hints that you can then find to then figure out which one is the fake one. You paused a frame where the arrow is in half? Really? As it breaks, you can only see the other end of the arrow. Oh, I didn't even think about that one. Yeah. Because the other thing. Okay, well, these are too thick. I'm now saying that now that there's 4 of them, these are too thick. Because yeah, I was trying to find a way, because I needed to actually go frame by frame a little bit more. Let me do 5 ticks. It's 3, 4, 5. Of when like it's an actual legit, the arrow hits it, but so the arrow disappears instantly as soon as it makes contact with the bottle. But I don't know if the trail disappears as well, because that's the other thing, is you can watch the trail, because there's a fine line of where the trail just starts to disappear right there, of where the edge of the bottle is, or used to be before it broke. 5, all right. And so that's another giveaway as well. Was that the one I was thinking of that I couldn't remember? I don't remember. But there's that. Alright, 5. So yeah, that's another thing. I was trying to make that look perfect, and I was just like, ah, screw it. I think that first one was 2, so I think that's 5. Alright. So yeah, not perfect by any means, but there's definitely things that you can pick up on. I also lost my train of thought, the thing that I was going to say. Alright, that's a lot better. I like that. I think part of it is just because the way the lighting is right now, it looks like the glow of it pops out a bit more. But I don't know. Alright, I'm going to ignore this one for now, because I still don't know what to do with this section, and I feel like this may be something I'll have to come back to once I am doing the decor, so then I can kind of blend it in with the decor a little bit. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this one. And then we may call the stream? I don't know. See, this is the problem when I build, is I build for like an hour and then I'm like, okay, that's enough. Which half the time I'm not even building, I'm just running around doing this. But maybe we could get a little bit more done on this section of just add that wall and then add that wall. At the very least, if we just do those two things, I'd be happy about that. So, and then we finish up this section and then we start working on that section. I think that's what we'll do. At the very least, we'll do that, and then we'll see how long I've been streaming and make the call. But yeah, I like doing that. It was actually a lot of fun of doing the one fake trick shot. So I was like, I really hope this performs well, because I've got a lot more ideas that I could do with this. I'm like, I could do this in other places in Rec Room. I could do this in other VR games. But so far, it is my second worst performing short ever. Which the worst performing one was the one I uploaded before that. I kind of feel like the YouTube algorithm has just been screwing me over as of recently, because I can go to the like the statistics of things, and I can, so you have impressions and then you have views, right? So the impressions is how many people YouTube has shown, like if it's a normal video, it's how many people it showed the video to, like in the home excuse me, in the home page, like the thumbnail to, versus how many, and then the views are how many people actually, clicked on it and actually watched the first 30 seconds. So I can look at the impressions and I can be like, okay, so this is how many people were shown it, and then this is what the click-through rate was. So I actually have that data, and comparing just the impressions to what it was or what my content has been is significantly lower than what it has been. And like I feel like my thumbnails get better, my titles, I still have a hard time with titles, but I've been trying to make sure that the titles are, nice and clickable. So it's just like, I feel like my content at the very least has stayed the same quality, if not gotten better, and yet I'm getting less impressions. So I don't know, I don't care. I've been trying to remind myself that I'm not here for the numbers, I'm here because I have fun doing this. It's easy to forget that sometimes. Sometimes you just get caught up in the numbers, and it's just like, why is no do good? We don't care that we don't do good. We're just here to have fun. And to feel like I'm being productive. That's the main thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Not that. This is its own shape, right? Yes, it is. Nope, not that, please. Alright, perfect. Select this. Do this. So, I don't know. Because I enjoyed doing the trick shot, the one fake trick shot, I may do it again at some point. I might. I may do it with another game, or I may do it with Rec Room again. We'll see. Alright, what percentage am I? I am about 100. So this is the problem where there's no platform for me to stand on. It's hard to get this to be the correct size. Oh, you know what might be helpful? Oh, wait, hold on. What might be helpful first? Recoloring this. It may just help a little bit, because then you can actually see what I'm working with. Let's make it a tiny bit thinner. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that looks half decent. So let's see. Nice. Also, I was looking into multi-streaming to see if I could stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And I was like, oh, you know what, that might be a good idea, because application that I do use for my subscriber and donation notifications and whatnot, I use application, like I said, called Streamlabs, which works very well for what I like it to do, or what I need it to do. But then I was looking into setting it up with multi-streaming, so I was like, cool. So I made it. There's another one, correct. Made a Twitch account, got all that set up, and then looked into more for the Streamlabs multi-streaming, and apparently you need the premium version of it. You can't use the free version of it to multi-stream, and it's $20 a month. And I'm like, okay, never mind. I guess we're sticking on YouTube only. because there are other features that come with the premium version of Streamlabs, but I was like, I'm not going to use any of these. I would literally only be getting it to multi-stream, which the only way I'm ever going to pay the $20 a month is if I can actually, wait, hold on, is if I can make those $20 a month back on Twitch, which, you know, when you first start streaming on Twitch, you can't make any money from it. It's kind of like YouTube, but to be able to start, from what I was looking into, to start making money, it's a lot sooner that you can start to do it. Yeah, it's not very much money. But you can start to do it a little bit sooner than you can on YouTube. But I'm just like, no, there's no way. I would not be getting those $20 a month back. So I was like, screw this. So I don't know, maybe one day we'll multi-stream, but for the time being, we stay on YouTube. Alright, so we've officially done one loop of our music, because now we're back on the first track, which I think the music track is an hour and a half, so it means I've been streaming for at least an hour and a half, because the music track started over like about a minute to 2 minutes before I started the stream. So there are ways that I can actually multi-stream for free. Except the problem is your PC then actually has to do the work of streaming to multiple devices or to multiple platforms. Okay, hold on. Let me just. But with Streamlabs, basically the reason that I wanted to use Streamlabs is because you just have to stream to one spot. You just stream it to the Streamlabs servers, and then they then stream that to the multiple platforms. So you're not actually having to do the difficult CPU/GPU. I think it would be CPU that you're using it for that. You don't have to do the insanely. You don't have to do the CPU load of having to stream to two places at once. You just do one, and then Streamlabs takes care of the rest. So I mean, like, I can multi-stream for free. It's just I don't really have the CPU to be able to do that. But oh well. Super Ducky, what's up? You can change shorts to watch in the URL to make it a video. Oh, that's cool. So then that way you can actually then see it in the normal format, so then you don't actually have to watch it through the shorts. That's cool. I didn't know that. Because I know there are ways that where you can view the short in the normal like UI for a video. But I didn't know all I got to do is just change the word shorts to watch. Goodness. Alright, I think that's a good thickness. I think that's pretty good. So we've got that done. None of these are all jump holes. So let me just go ahead, at the very least, just add these two sections of walls, and then I think we'll be done. What I may do, because I'm just done building, I don't know if I'm done streaming. What we may do is we may end the stream, and then I'll immediately start another stream where we do more parkour. Because I would be down for doing more parkour. But I don't know. Let's do it. Why not? Let's build these two walls, and then we'll end the stream, then start another one of a parkour stream. Which I'll take like a 10-15 minute break to get some food in me or whatnot. Alright, let's actually do these two walls then. Concentrate, E-Man, concentrate. Dude, I think I've used, what, 0.1% of ink so far in everything that I've done? It's always nice to see. Can you try the room first? Yes, I actually forgot I do that. I'm having such a hard time talking. Maybe I shouldn't do another stream. I can't speak right today. But yes, I will go and open it up to meetup code so that, because I know Baggy, you've been wanting to for whatever reason. You've asked me quite a few times. But yeah, I'll open it up to a meetup code, so anyone that would like to join to test out the room, do some beta testing for me, you are welcome to join and give it a shot. So that'll be probably in about 3 minutes, because these two walls are not going to take me very long. So yeah, so if you would like to join to just kind of test the room, test the route, just know every single time that I've done it, like people give me the feedback of just like, well, it doesn't look that good. And it's just like you may want to add a wall here. It's just like maybe you should put a wall like right here perhaps. So if you would like to test the room, please understand the fact that yes, I'm still building the base blueprints of the room, okay? That's what's still happening. I'm still adding the general walls. I'm still doing all of that. The feedback that I am looking for is if the route feels smooth, if things that, like the walls that are in place, if they feel like they obstruct stuff, if a path doesn't feel self-explanatory, like if you look at this wall, or if you're coming from that direction and you feel like you're supposed to jump from here to here, or if the flow makes it feel like you're supposed to go from here to here. So I'm basically just looking, does it flow correctly? Does the map seem self-intuitive and where you're supposed to go? I'm not looking for feedback on the visuals of it yet, all right? I will really appreciate feedback on that later. But for right now, I'm just looking for general gameplay and movement and flow, all right? That's all I'm looking for feedback on. Again, I appreciate all the feedback. Just know I'm not looking for feedback on the visuals yet, because the visuals have not been worked on yet. Alright, anywho, I think this is a pretty good angle, because coming through this area, you catch it out the corner of your eye there, which it's not too sharp that it makes it feel like it's cutting off anything, but isn't, or too sharp this direction, isn't too far back this way. It looks like it just looks unfinished right there. So we'll then go ahead and actually get this lined up properly. A new message from Just Baggy. How exciting. Guys, I got a message from Just Baggy. I feel so incredibly honored. I feel like I should celebrate. Or maybe I should check the message. Maybe that's step one. Okay, that looks perfect. Alright, and I still don't know where the floor level for this is going to be. We may have to do it right here because, again, I can't really mess with this. Wait, hold on. This is two different pieces. I never realized this is two different pieces. Hold on. I can shorten this then. This entire time, I have been able to do that. Because you don't see that here. Because it's right here. So the widest part is, it's been two pieces this entire time. I didn't have to mess with the entire thing of angling this and doing all of that. I mean, I think it is better that I did that anyways, but that entire time there was a separate piece. I could have just moved it over. Okay, well, apparently I did the work of making these two separate pieces earlier. All right, oh cool, now I can set the floor wherever I want it to be. All right. For this bit, all we should have to do... Oh, yeah, let me check that message. Can you check out the room? Yes, Mr. Baggy. Just hold on. I know I said it was going to take 3 minutes, but then I started talking. Alright, let me just do this. We'll get that generally lined up. So... I liked where the edge of this is, so I guess we are actually going to have to slightly rotate it to get everything to look proper. Oh, wait, hold on. So, alright, there we go. Ships split, select the non-wall jumpable ones, merge that, edit this, recolor it to be the green, or Terra Verte? Yeah, sure. It's green. And then let's just rotate. This is, I'm still in edit mode. Perfect. Let's try it just a few ticks, see if we get lucky. Which I don't know why I'm hoping that I get lucky, because it's never going to happen. The universe hates me. I just realized that you could take that sentence out of context. I didn't mean it like that. The universe just hates me. And so luck is never on my side. There we go. That's a much better way to say that. And obviously, that is still true to this day, because it did not automatically line up for me. I seem to actually get fairly lucky, though, when I'm editing videos. Like, there's times where I'm, like, trying to make a cut or whatever. Okay, well, this is actually even worse now, because this side's lined up. This isn't at all. That means I need to go back the other direction. Because, like, sometimes when I'm editing videos, I make a cut, and then I'm like, okay, so now let's see if, or I notice I'm like, oh, hey, there's a beat in the music right here, and I can make this action line up with that beat. And then I go to look at it, and I'm like, wait, it just is already lined up with the beat. It's just like, oh, it perfectly worked out. I didn't have to even do anything for that. And that seems to happen more often than it should when I'm editing, honestly, which I will take because it makes my life so much easier. You know what? That's actually not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then, yeah, there'll be a outline there anyways for the wall jump wall, so that's okay. All right, let me go ahead, save real quick, and then I will open up it to a meetup code. And also, this is our little creative area down here. This is where I made the boxes. These were the X's. This takes up so much more ink, and so what we ended up doing was better. This is the item box. I don't like this though, and it takes up a fair amount of ink, so I'm gonna change this. I just don't know what to be yet. And then this will probably replace our coins, because with the coins that are up there, obviously they're gonna be higher detail. But to make a higher detail coin, same problem with that. It would just take up too much ink, because there's gonna be a lot of item boxes and a lot of coins. So I need them to be low ink. So this is just 2 shapes. And so these could just replace the coins. And so then this would just be the in-game currency, basically. It would just be those items. I don't know what I would call them. Orbs, maybe? So I need to do that again with those. Okay, anyways. This room... Wait, hold on. What did Mr. Baggy say? Mr. Baggy? Just sending me pictures of him in the lounge all by himself. Alright. Save room. Check. Alright, there we go. What you're building? So I am currently... I am making a room that is the recreation of Speedrunners here inside of Rec Room. Which, go back to the start of the stream, I explained everything then. Alright. Build something together at some point. I don't have much building energy in me. Anyways, here's the meetup code for you all. If you want to join, do a little beta testing for me. But... yeah, I have very limited creative energy in me. Like, I streamed for less than 2 hours today, and now I'm out of building energy, and I don't want to build anymore. I'm going to go play something else. So it's just like, I cannot build for long periods of time. I have the same problem with editing fairly often, where, like, I'll edit for, like, an hour or 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go do something else. I'm gonna go vacuum, or I'm gonna go take a shower. It's just like, I cannot do it for long stretches of time. But then there's times where I get into the zone, and so I think the longest I've spent building in this room, I think I went for 5 hours straight of building. And that's like the max that I can do in one sitting. Editing, I think I've maxed out at 9 hours. That I can do a little bit longer when I'm in the zone. Because I like to try and edit for like two hours minimum before I take a half-hour break if I do need a break.
I was having so much fun in the lounge, man.
Well, you didn't have to join, Mr. Baggy.
Well, lounge.
Oh, that is so much more quieter now at Tech. Maybe that'll be good. All right. So why did you want to join so badly? Like, in a couple of my streams, you have asked if you could test the room again. You just like it that much? Alright, go have fun. Yeah, I'm really excited for when this room actually gets finished. I think it'll be really, really cool. These freaking curves, though, I spent so much time trying to figure out. Because if you try to do something like this, it makes your camera jerk a lot when you're sliding on it. So it has to be, like, perfectly smooth to actually, like, keep it one smooth turn. I got hiccups. This actually takes up a fair amount of ink, but... Alright. So anyways, all that to say, Mr. Denexio, is I would love to. However, at the very least, let me finish this room first. Because, yeah, I can't stick to one building project very well. I don't think I can stick to 2 at all. Like, I know people that, like, build, like, 2-3 rooms at a time, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that. So some people can take a break from building by going to go build something else. And I'm just like, no can do. I mean, like, sometimes I can do that. Like, sometimes when I build map making, I go down there to then work on some of the items and whatnot. But, nah. No can do. At least not very well. Can I get up on top of there from this? Yeah! Nope. Okay. Well, I'm down here now. I am actually very proud of these boxes, though. I really liked how these turned out. The question is, what could I do for the item boxes, though? Like I could go, because the way that the game because the game's 2D, but it's a blue circle that's about this color, and then it's lighter blue spikes that just go around the circle. That is the item box basically. So I could do something inspired by that. I just like have a sphere and like have spikes poking out of it. That would still take a fair amount of ink because you need a lot of shapes to make the spikes look up decent. And I feel like that just wouldn't turn out very well. So I don't know, because this just looks like the Mario Kart boxes. I need to figure out something. There you are. I was like, I saw somebody's shadow come over. I'm tired. All right, you wanna give the room a whirl? I should really change the color of this. Just so, if I just made this black, it would look not so stupid. But no, I will leave it orange for as long as possible. Until the room is about to be published, I will leave this orange. You have my, well, no, I was gonna say you have my word, but I don't want to make any promises. All right. Have fun. Oh no, you're not gonna do it. I mean, it goes this direction, and the start is right down there. Okay, bye. Have fun. Peggy has not done. Oh, hi. Yes. Your mic isn't on, by the way. I don't know if you think it's on or not, but. Also, Baggy has not completed a lap. Is Baggy stuck somewhere? I think Baggy got stuck somewhere.
Damn, this game stinks.
The amount of times I've done that, though.
Tag, you're it.
Oh. Oh, is that what you've been doing this entire time? Is you were tagging me and then running?
Yes.
Oh.
I was also saying you should add a welcome mat.
A welcome mat? See, that seems like too much work.
That is the easiest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Hey man, guess what?
Not this. Where is it? Here it is.
Chicken butt.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, there's Baggy. Yeah, see, that's too much work. That's too much work, man. Now I gotta go place it, where I want people to actually show up. Nah, that's too much work, dude. Yeah, see, it's just like, it's there, but now I gotta go move it over. Dude, I don't understand CV2. I do not understand a gosh darn thing about CV2.
There aren't any circuits to it, just place it down.
The only time that I actually tried to learn circuits was when I was making my map, the Pirate Island Escape. That is the only time I learned circuits, was enough to actually do that room. And that was back in CV1. When you go to bed tonight,
both the sides of your pillows are warm. I hope when you take a shower, halfway through it gets cold. I hope you
my water heater isn't actually that big, so that actually happens just about every time I take a shower. Is like halfway through the water starts to get cold.
I've been stalking you for the past month.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, are you the reason that my water heater doesn't have much hot water in it? Is you siphon the hot water out right before?
The photo of your forehead now has 3 shears.
Wait, hold on. I need it. Hold on.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
How do you find people's posted photos? I thought you could do that from inside a rec room now. Well, I can't see anything.
You just click their profile. There we go. That's
wait, portfolio?
right there.
Oh yeah, photos. Here we go. Where's my forehead? You post a lot of pictures. Where's my forehead? Where is my forehead? I'm trying to find my forehead.
Thank you.
Is it this far back? Have you take that many photos, or did I just miss it?
I think you missed it.
Cause how far back is it?
No, it's there. No, it's at the start because it's most cheered. It's just really dark in the photo. It's at the start.
Oh, okay. I see. There we go. I'm cheering my forehead.
I got another one.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, is that? I can't tell what is in this picture. Is that the inside of my brain? I think that's the inside of my brain.
No, that's some of your hair poking out. Let me see. Wait, do I still have Rec Room Plus? I still have Rec Room Plus? I think it's gone. I think my Rec Room Plus is gone. man.
Wait, it's
Yep.
on my head.
Do I still
Yep.
remember?
Yep. Oh, see, there you go. That's a nice smooth forehead picture right there.
Here.
Look at that.
Oh, no, hold on.
Nice smooth
Take a
forehead.
better one.
Why is this what it's degraded to?
Man, do I still have Rick and Plus?
How do you tell from the username again? Is it just gold? Is that what it is? Well, I can't see. There's too many cameras in my face. I can't see nothing. All right. So, Mr. Beggy, what'd you think of the room?
Okay, I got one on my forehead.
You think that I need to add more walls, maybe?
Curie man, have my forehead.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now I've got the Nexio's forehead.
Bet I can beat you in your own map.
Oh, you want to bet, dude? You want to bet? I will race you. I will race you. All right. Okay, Beggy, you kind of. Hold on. Hey, Nexio.
I think he's already going.
Well, we haven't started yet. we need to actually all start at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Huh? I don't-
Maybe a countdown would be beneficial.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, we're going.
Okay.
Dude, I know all the skips. I know all the fastest routes. I don't think it's possible for you to beat me, my guy. I made them. Yoink.
Can we take off that? I don't think I'll beat you.
Well, did we bet anything? Whee! Oh, hey, that seems like cheating.
No, I'm stuck.
Yes! Perfect. Got the skip too.
You guys.
There you are.
No, you're not winning. You're not winning on my watch, man.
How'd I get past you there? Were you still in flying mode? What the heck? Oh. You seem to have a really hard time cheating. I don't know if your cheating actually is saving you time or not.
See, I'm ahead of you.
Well, I'm like 6 inches behind you, my guy.
No, you're not. I'm not.
And I'm in front of you. Like I said, dude, I know the skips.
There we go.
I'll actually do this part legit, even though it's not finished. Oh, look at you cheating even more, doing the unfinished parts of the map. I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am incredibly close to you, my guy.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that. You beat me. Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Yo, pure skill.
You want to do a
pure
golden
skill.
trophy?
No.
How about 2,000 months in 2 days?
Maybe. Okay. Alright.
Hey,
How do you make such a big room using so little ink? You place a few walls and the ink fills to max. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna one quick building tip, and then we're ending the stream.
Totally help your room. Totally not destroy it.
Alright, so the reason that when you place a few walls, it fills up the ink is if I come here to this, hello there, and if I put in a shape like that,
It's a cube. It's a cube. Oh
and
my
then
God,
I
man. Oh my
do
God.
this, I add another shape. Okay, hold on. What ink am I at? So I'm currently at 15.87, right? I'm doing this. I'm going to just make a few cubes.
According
So
to my
now
calculations,
I am at
it's more than
16.63.
a
So this amount of cubes filled up 1% of ink. However, if I then go ahead and I come here and I merge each of these shapes.
Blah, blah, blah,
Oh, come on.
blah,
Wait, there we go.
blah, blah, blah.
And I merge each one of these into one object. Now the ink is back down to the 15.64 pretty much as soon as I created one thing. So it's not the shapes themselves, it's the objects. So you have to merge everything to be one object. Everything that basically has the same settings of like if it's solid or not, if it has hitboxes or not, you need to have it all be the same. So all of the can I push you?
Ah,
Can I
Biggie
push you? So all of the black objects, because these are the ones that are high.
Wait, I need a big forehead picture. Stay that way.
Here, how's this? So all of the black objects that are wall
There we
jumpable,
go, that
all of
is
this is one object. So if I go ahead and I actually delete this,
moving
you can see it deletes everything
Stop
that's like
moving
that.
your ding-dang head.
And it's the same exact thing for the green walls, because the green walls aren't wall jumpable. So all of that is just one
There
object.
we
So
go,
because
that
it's all
is
one
pure
object, it saves the ink
perfect
space.
forehead.
So it's not
Setting that as my profile.
it's not the shapes themselves, it's the objects. So merge things to all be one object. What a beautiful picture. I mean, all things okay. I like this one. I like this one. I mean, all things considered, I mean, it looks like it looks like the same size forehead. Like it doesn't actually look any bigger.
Yeah, I did do that.
You need a size comparison.
I can't. E-Man,
Yes.
my photo is just not wanting to go on your forehead.
Would you like me to place it on my forehead for you?
Yes, please. Please. It's right here. It's right there.
I don't see. I still see it in your hand. Oh wait, now it's over here.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
No,
How's that?
put it in front of your eyes. That way.
So then
Whole
nobody
entire
can see
face
what's
is
happening.
forehead.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
There we go. Now your
Alright.
whole entire face is just. Take a photo of that forehead. That's a beautiful
Of
forehead.
the four-headed forehead.
forehead.
Okay, all right, hold on.
Watch this,
Wait, we
E-Man.
got
E-Man, watch this ultimate
plus-
gritty. Ready?
Oh, do it.
Where's there's the streamer cam?
What time?
Okay, so I can't see
Yo,
nothing,
the
but
streamer
you all
cam.
can see something.
That is-
Stream will come.
Okay,
Streamer cam.
all right. Do you all?
Lovely meeting.
You're about to get permabanned from this room, dude.
I'm sorry.
I will do it. Don't tempt me, my man. Don't tempt me. All right. Oh no, I don't want to be able to see.
Wait, hold on.
There we go. Oh, gosh darn you. Oh, gosh darn you, Baggy. Every time we can't have nice things. And see, because you have fly, like I can't even like do this. And Leo, they're just gonna put your camera in front of it again.
Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video-
All right. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. You all have final words?
E-Man. This is
No.
email. E-Man.
All right,
is
fair
your
enough, fair
email.
Is my email? It might be.
just a cheese moment right here.
Actually, oh, that's what we can do.
4.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Look at that. And now you can't even see where the streamer cam is, but it's actually from a third-person perspective.
Behind you. I know where it is.
Right here.
Stop moving.
No, the streamer cam is actually in a solid position.
Wait, no.
It's right here. Right here.
Wait, why is it over there now? Wait, now I'm confused. Why did it move? Wait, it moved. Why did it move? Okay, that's weird. Cause yeah, it was right here, but now now it's right here.
Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. I don't know what it means, but let me up.
Am I blocking it?
All right. Now it moved again. I think when
I'm
you're
gonna cure you for a great
when you're putting your
heart.
camera in front of it, I think that's what auto moves it. I'm so confused now. Well, now it's still over there.
Keep on moving it. If it
Bring it back towards me a little bit. Like maybe no, towards me. All right, whatever. Okay, all right. Baggy's final words is that he doesn't have any final words.
Your forehead is like 10 times big in this photo.
All right, perfect. Here. There we go. Okay, all right. The next year, you have any final words? Oh, my face is clipping through it. Actually, you know what? That's fine.
Guess what? My final words is... Mwah.
I can't block them.
Where is my mouse? There
I
it is.
kissed a 99-year-old.
Who you believe to be a 99-year-old. All right. Anywho, so real quick, I'm just gonna end the stream, take like a 15-30 minute break, and then I'll come back, and then we're gonna do another stream,
need
but we're gonna be doing
pretzels.
we're gonna be doing
Spawning in
parkour.
pretzels, E-Man.
So a new stream will be up in a little bit. I'm
man.
just gonna take a little break. All right.
E-Man,
As I get drowned in pretzels.
E-Man.
Adios.